Ready, Jake?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, good morning. I'm going to turn over to Sergeant Jake Harris with our Property Crimes Fraud section to talk about a recent fraud awareness campaign that they're working on.
Good morning. My name is Sergeant Jake Harris. As Sergeant Benson stated, I'm with the department's fraud division. Year after year, it's become quite known that cryptocurrency scams are becoming more prevalent, and that's both nationally and locally, unfortunately. The Sioux Falls Police Department has been partnering and collaborating with local business owners that might have crypto ATMs in their establishments in hopes of trying to, and working with them in hopes of trying to deter future victims of cryptocurrency scams within our community. One of those things that we are doing is we are posting signs near the crypto ATMs with warnings about the possibilities of people being scammed utilizing these crypto ATMs. You know, that's about it. I mean, there's not a whole lot else. Do you guys have any other questions about that signs or anything? I can read you the signs as well. So.
Well, what about some numbers, statistics locally compared to those national numbers?
I don't have the specific statistics to give you at this moment, but I can tell you that there have been an increase in cryptocurrency scams locally. It's not uncommon to see some of these victims go upwards of tens of thousands of dollars into these crypto ATMs, which then it's very hard for us to recover those funds once they go into those ATMs, which is why we're trying to put these signs as a last-ditch effort to hopefully cause that, or have that person maybe pause and reflect on what they're doing. If somebody's telling them to put this money into the ATM, to maybe hopefully prompt that person to call their bank or to at least share their story about why they're doing this with another person in hopes of having that other person maybe encourage them to reach out to law enforcement. We would always encourage people, and it's on the sign as well, to encourage them to speak with law enforcement and explain what somebody's maybe telling them to do, and we can hopefully advise them and provide some clarity for them about whether or not it's a legitimate purpose or if it's a scam.
What about the ATM machines? Is there a way that community members can spot these or can kind of know ways to stop them in advance?
Well, as a part of this campaign, we're speaking with these local business owners and helping them identify what a possible victim might look like that might be utilizing these ATMs. Oftentimes our victims are showing up with usually all the money in hand, cash in their hand, and they are putting them into their, unfortunately, it's oftentimes the elderly population that are showing up at these ATMs and doing that, and we are encouraging people that are at these local establishments that, you know, to maybe ask questions of these people and prompt them to maybe also reach out to law enforcement to look into whether or not it's a legitimate reason or if it's indeed a scam.
How many of these signs are going, or how many different ATM machines are you putting these on?
So you can often find where these ATMs are by just doing a simple search on the internet. We've put up about 20 signs up to this point, and there's still more we're hoping to put up. If there's any local businesses that might have a crypto ATM in their establishment that would like to have a sign, we would encourage them to reach out to the law enforcement center, and we can certainly provide a sign for them to post at their establishment.
Do you have any updates on the Bitcoin case that Aaron spoke about last month?
It's currently still open for investigation, and it'd probably be inappropriate to make any comments about the open investigation at this time. Anything else?
Maybe this is a silly question, but is a crypto ATM any different or from a regular ATM, or are those the same? Is it just?
I'm probably not the right person to probably give the specifics about that. They often look very similar to a normal ATM you might find in a gas station. Obviously, there will probably be a lot of things identifying it as a crypto ATM. But other than that, I can't really speak to whether or not there's a whole lot of difference. Anything else? All right, Sergeant Benson, I'll leave one of these signs for you guys to take a look at as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sergeant Harris. This is obviously a good idea. Some of the big losses we've had recently, as you touched on, there's been some major cases in the last few months with some victims suffering some huge losses involving cryptocurrency ATMs. So, as far as the log from today, not a lot to go through in the log. There is just one aggravated assault report, standard disorderly conduct, disorderly subjects, 3 stolen vehicle reports, and 1 weapons violation, which was a case report only, no arrests. Any questions off the log at all today?
Do you have any updates on Tuesday morning's homicide?
No. We are at this point, it's still an active and an open investigation. Hope to have updates soon, but at this point we are not releasing any additional information as far as victims or suspects information at this point.
Can you give us any information on the amount of calls, the domestic dispute calls that you have received at Meadowland in the past 6 months, or at least since the other fatal stabbings in April?
I don't have that at my readily available right now. That's something I can do some digging on and get back to you though.
Do you know or have an idea of when you guys will release the suspect's name?
I do not at this point.
Any ongoing threat to the public or concerns?
No, and the chief stressed that on the day of the press conference that this was not a random event, and there's no ongoing concern that we have any outstanding suspects related to that.
This might be a silly question, but is this person booked at Minnehaha County?
I'm not going to talk about the suspect at all at this point. We will release information when we're ready on that. Okay. And the weekly staple of the Crime of the Week, which was composed by Sergeant Jake Harris, I will give him the credit for that. On November 1st, 2025, the Sioux Falls Police Department took a report of a vandalism near the intersection of West Bailey Street and North Prairie Avenue. The victim reported leaving their vehicle unattended for approximately 1 hour from 4 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the morning. When they returned to their vehicle, the windshield on their vehicle was shattered, and the approximate loss in this case is about $500. This happened in an apartment complex near that intersection, so if there's any witnesses or anybody who may have video, please reach out to Crime Stoppers at their website of crimestoppersempire.com. This is posted there along with other unsolved crimes that people can look at as far as photos, or if they have any information, please click the submit a tip that's next to these photos, and if you have information that can help a detective solve a case, then that'd be really greatly appreciated. There is also a reward that's possible if you do provide information that leads to the arrest of a suspect in these cases. So, Crime Stoppers phone number also 605-367-7007. Questions on that? All right, thanks. Have a good weekend. Or actually, it's only Thursday. Have a good day.